Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai being the true name of His only begotten Son. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to you, Arkin, pushing out this word in all sincerity and in truth. And what I wanted to get into today is another economic collapse update. Pretty much in the year 2017 that we're going into, man, we're going to see a lot of moves being made in the global economy to get to this cashless society, because we know, according to prophecy, that the mark of the beast is going to be the new form of currency. But before then, all these other forms of currency must be devalued, in a sense. They must be removed to bring in the mark of the beast to be pushed forth. All right. So I'm going to just hit a few different points in this article, and then I'll bring out some scriptures, and Lord willing, it's edifying. But all right, this is from the Activist Post. This was published on December 27, 2016. It says, financial lockdown. ATMs went dry. 3 police states banning cash to control the people. All right. Now I'm going to jump further down. It says, is it any coincidence that the financial crisis and the subsequent restrictions follow the general chaos and upheaval that surround hotspots and conflict zones? All right, because what you see going on now, especially more so recently, you've had a so-called terrorist attack in Berlin, where that truck went through a shopping mall or whatever, but they're setting up these false flag terrorist attacks to have an excuse to ban cash. They're saying that terrorists are using cash to push forth whatever terrorist attacks that they want to bring through. So now they want to watch all cash and monitor what's coming across the borders, and all this is an excuse to fearmonger the people into thinking that this is a just cause, into taking away the cash. All right, thinking that, all right, if we take away cash from out of the economy and monitor it better, which is them just gaining more control over the cash to do away with it completely, then we can pretty much fight some of these future terrorist attacks, all right? But this is Esau's bullshit, man. Hey, they always use the principle of order out of chaos, all right? So they're bringing in a certain chaos and then cause the people to react in a certain way to bring forth their agenda. All right, so it says the European Union has once again been confronted with a major terror attack and is coming down harsh on cash, gold, and other valuables as a response. Due to its supposed connection to financing terrorism, cash and gold are being closely monitored and seized as it flows into the EU. Alright? It says, I'm going to jump down a little further. I'm going to jump around a little bit. Well, I just read this too. It says, meanwhile, economic crisis is driving extremely tight cash control measures in Venezuela, India, and other parts of the developing world. And we already know, hey, what's going on in Venezuela is heavy, man. And through the spirit, man, hey, that's just a small blueprint of the chaos that's going to come to Babylon. But the only difference, the major difference that's going to be, is it's not going to be a buildup into an economic collapse as it was in Venezuela, as it is in India, because the scriptures say that the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night. So the destruction that comes upon Babylon, hey, it's not going to be a buildup, man. The buildup is already now, so to speak, all right? Because the economy is already ready to collapse. Everything's set in place. It's just a matter of when the elect the seal and the Lord releases those tell those angels to hold back the winds of destruction no longer. All right, so when the Lord gives that commandment, Salakia, then all hell is going to break loose here. All right, it's not going to be a major build up, and then and then you can tell when things are going to hit the fan. No, it's going to come right overnight, man. It says, in the name of combating illicit financial activities, these countries have banned nearly all of the currency while placing a very short leash around their already impoverished populations. All right, let me jump down further. It says the United States, too, is under a great deal of economic pressure. Enormous amounts of debt, rising interest rates, and the number of massive bursting bubbles could explode into a major crisis. All right, and we know, hey, this is according to prophecy, that it will end up exploding into a major crisis, man. Hey, and just like how an explosion works, man, it isn't like a build up in slow motion, then everything just kind of blows up, you know. No, as soon as the trigger goes off, man, everything just explodes, you know. And that's what's going to happen here. But I want to grab this scripture here in Habakkuk. All right. It says, this is Habakkuk chapter 2. I'll start at verse 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. And this is talking about the so-called white man. His soul is lifted up, man, meaning he's proud. He's the most proud person on the planet, man. His whole nation of people are. All right. It says, but the just shall live by his faith. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, because he's going around and transgressed by wine, meaning his philosophies. He's pushed forth all these philosophies and gathered all these nations into following his ways. All right. And he's conquered them in that way, man, by being deceitful. All right. So he's transgressed by his philosophies. It says, neither keepeth at home who enlargeth his desire as hell. And that's why you see these different, Salakia. That's why you see these different, embassies in all these other countries, man. They're taking control of all these other countries, you know. They're supposed to be in their own territory, man, in their own land. But they don't have a land, you know, because they're the vagabonds upon the earth, you know. But hey, they increased their desire as hell, man. Trying to control all these other borders, man. They came over here, conquered the land, you know, took it away from the you so-called Native Americans, you know. That's what they did, man. It says, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him? So yes, shall not all these other nations come up against him, man? He tricked them into adopting this fiat currency, man. This whole financial system, you know, taking away gold, using paper money. This was the philosophy of the so-called white man that he pushed upon these other nations. So shall not all these take up a parable against him, turn against him? All right. It says, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth, which is not his. How long? And to him that laddeth himself with thick clay. All right. So we're going to go into this phrase, thick clay here. Salakia. All right. Yeah. So let's go into this word, thick clay. And it says, all right, it says, weight of pledges, heavy debts. And that's right, just like the article had mentioned, man, the enormous debt that they built up, you know. So this is talking about the so-called white man, man. They've laden themselves with heavy debt, you know, and it's going to burst, man. The debt bubble is going to burst and completely explode, man, or completely implode on this place, all right? So going back to the article, well, let me see. I'm going to go a little bit further on this. And it says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? Talking about these other nations turning against the whore, man. The beast hating the whore, all right? It says, in a wake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them. So yeah, they've gone throughout the world and spoiled everybody else, but now they're going to be the ones that are going to be spoiled, man. It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and all that dwell therein. That's right. And let me see. Well, I'm going to read this last verse. It says, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. All right, but yeah, I'm going to jump back to this article and bring that point back out again. So it says, the United States, too, is under a great deal of economic pressure, enormous amounts of debt, rising interest rates and the number of massive bursting bubbles could explode into a major crisis. And just as we read, man, hey, it's gonna lead into all these other nations hating the horror, man, and that's gonna be a major crisis. All right. It says, while there are already fairly tight restrictions on transferring, withdrawing, or crossing borders with large amounts of cash, even greater restrictions may be coming. It says, earlier in 2016, former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, an architect of the last banking crisis, penned an op-ed called "It's Time to Kill the $100 Bill." All right, so yeah, man, this is going throughout the financial community, so to speak. All right, thinking they're trying to ban cash, man. You know, saying it's time to do away with the $100 bill. These high notes, you know, just like they did in India, man. Completely did away with certain currencies, man. Let me see. It says Harvard's Mozarvi Ramani Center for Business and Government, which I am privileged to direct, has just issued an important paper by senior fellow Peter Sands and a group of student collaborators. The paper makes a compelling case for stopping the issuance of high denomination notes like the 500 euro note and the $100 bill, or even withdrawing them from circulation. These are difficult times in Europe with the refugee crisis, economic weakness, security issues, and the rise of populist movements. Even better than unilateral measures in Europe would be a global agreement to stop issuing notes worth more than, say, $50 or $100. All right, and then, but we know that, hey, that's going to eventually happen, man. All this fiat currency is going to be done away with to bring in the market of beasts. And it says it isn't just Summers. Janet Yellen, the IMF, and several leading papers have all advocated these measures. Now, these things are starting to happen around the world, and that's what we see happening, man, in India and Europe. And those are third world, or not, hasn't happened on a massive scale in Europe yet, as it is in India and Venezuela, you know. But hey, it's gonna get heavier, man. It's gonna intensify. That's why you see these false flag terrorist attacks, so they can be pretty much the scapegoat for the reason of them banning this cash. All right, and it says investing.com sees a global cash ban accelerating in 2017 and possibly impacting transactions at home in the United States. All right, hey, and that's according to prophecy, man. Because what? Once again, man, the market of beasts is coming, man. We're at the brink of it. We've already seen heavy pushes of it this year. You know, they said they wanted everybody chipped by 2017. We're transitioning into 2017 now, so hey, they're going to be bringing in certain events to trigger the whole economic collapse, man. You know, it says the big theme for 2017 will be cash, not a deflationary time to own cash theme, but a let's ban it as quickly as possible theme, which is why 2017 will shape up to be the year of global cash bans. All right, hey, and we know, hey, it's going to be a trickling effect, man. You ban that cash, man. It's all utter chaos, man. You know, martial law could be instated right then, man, as soon as they ban cash. You know, and 2017 is already being deemed as the year of death. You know, great judgment to come upon these scoffers. You know, of our people, man. Hey, this could be the time of Jacob's trouble that we're about to enter into. All right, and it says, let me see. I'm gonna jump further. This article goes into like what's going on in Venezuela and what's also going on in India. But I'm going to jump down to where it speaks on the EU and then wrap it up. All right, it says European Union. After the latest round of terror attacks in Berlin and across Europe, like I mentioned before, the Berlin terrorist attack where they had that damn truck run into a mall, you know, kill some people. It says the European Commission is instituting unprecedented cash controls, clamping down on the influx of cash and precious metals that they fear could be used in terror financing. This amounts to even more restrictions on everyone else who isn't a terrorist. All right, so yeah, man, they're trying to take out the flame of a incense with a damn water hose, you know, trying to use something as small as these terrorist attacks, which they are behind, and as a result, everybody's gonna suffer from it, man. And that's how this devil gets down. All right, it says. I'm going to jump further down. It says the European Commission proposed tightening controls on cash and precious metals transfers from outside the EU on Wednesday in a bid to shut down one route for funding of militant attacks on the continent. Under new proposals, customs officials in officials in European Union states can step up checks on cash. All right, so they're monitoring all cash, but the ultimate monitor when they put in, it's going to be ultimately monitored when they push in this RFID chip, where they'll not only be monitoring your transactions financially through the chip, but everything that you do, man, and have control over whether they want you to live or die. Because in that RFID chip, man, it also has cyanide in it, man. So they have control of life and death for you, man, trying to be the Most High. Because it's the Most High who can kill and make it alive, man. He's the one that appoints every soul to come upon earth when it does, and he appoints every soul to every spirit to come back, go back to the spiritual realm, you know, when he appoints it, man. So they're trying to be the Most High and control that. All right. It says, I'm gonna jump down to the highlighted points. It says the new rules would allow authorities to seize money below that threshold, where there are suspicions of criminal activity. So yeah, they're gonna be seizing money, man, and they can call you a terrorist off of any excuse, man. Whether it could have been a Facebook post that you posted damn near 3 years ago, they can call you a terrorist upon that point, man. And that's what they're doing, man, trying to deem everybody a terrorist so that they can bring in all hell, man. You know, these troops can kill you on the spot because they deem you a terrorist, man. If you're against the New World Order, you're considered a terrorist, man. If you're speaking out against the wickedness of the so-called white man, you're considered a terrorist. All right? If you're not in line, bowing down to the system, man, you're an enemy to it. You know? Which makes you what? A terrorist. All right? Now I'm going to jump down further to the conclusion of this. It says, there are many pretexts for tightening cash, placing limits on spending, and increasing surveillance on people who use large amounts of it. All of it will curb freedom and force digital market transactions backed by biometric identification, tracking, and verification. Hey, which goes into the mark of the beast. All right, so I'm going to grab this scripture really quick. And then might wrap it up there. So this is Ezekiel 7:19. It says, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. And why is that? Because this money has no value, man, and it won't be able to be used to make transactions, because the RFID chip will be used to make transactions. All right. It says their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It says they shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. All right. So ultimately, hey, man, this cashless society is all to bring in what? The RFID chip. And as I mentioned in the article, man, hey, next year, Lord willing, man. Hey, Lord willing, we out of here, man. You know, Lord willing, man. That's the year of our salvation, man. But they want to push. Hey, they want to bring in the RFID chip that year, man. You know, and they want to take away all the cash, man. They want to bring out all hell and chaos, man. You got Donald Duck in office, and he wants to chip all you you Latin tribes. You know, hey, he's got Bernie Sanders, or not Bernie Sanders, Salakia. What's that dude's name, man? That Jake that's in his cabinet now. His name escapes me. But anyways, man, he wants to bring in the RFID chip technology also, man. They already have on the computers at certain hospitals, man, where they ask for your RFID tag number. So we know, man, we're at the brink of it, man. Hey, it's the year, man. It's gonna be the year of heavy judgment, man. All right, so I'm gonna grab this last scripture. All right. So this is Revelation 13:16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that mark is talking about the RFID chip. All right. The mark of the beast. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So yeah, if you don't receive the RFID chip, if you don't bow down to this devil, if you don't commit yourself to being a perpetual slave unto him, you know, then you aren't going to be able to buy or sell, man. You're going to have to depend on Yahweh Shem Yahushai and have faith in that. Hey, and that's a beautiful thing, man. That's whose hands would you rather be in anyways, man? The hands of the Lord, you know, to protect you and to deliver you if you're doing his will, you know, on the right hand side, or would you rather be in the hands of this devil, you know, that's done nothing but kill you niggas down, shoot you down in the streets, man. Put GMO, give you GMO foods, man, putting damn Chinese stores or Chinese food stores in your hoods, man, where they feeding you plastic and shit, you know. Hey, man, trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. It says we're going to be protected in this time. Lord willing, we're part of that number, you know. It says my servants shall eat, you know. As a matter of fact, I'm going to grab that really quick. Let me find it. Salakia. Hey, because this is going to come down to faith, man. The Lord says, shall he find faith upon the planet Earth, man, when he comes back, all right? So this is all about faith, man. You got to have faith if you don't take this chip that the Lord is going to deliver you, man. Salakia. This is the wrong one. Yeah, Isaiah 65 and verse 13. Alright, so this is a promise from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is Isaiah 65 verse 13. It says, therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Alright, so hey, man, hey, if you're doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and serving him, man, everything's gonna be cool, you know. Don't bow down to the system, man. Don't receive the RFID chip, man. Or else what, man? You're going to be tormented by that nuclear fire in front of the holy angels, man. And in front of the Lamb, man. Which is Yahweh Shai. Alright? So with that, I'm going to say Shalom.